Hi, welcome back to the channel. It's Ian from Peniglen Cabin Life. Good morning to everybody. It's roughly 8:30 in the morning. Today is the last episode, which is episode 10 of season 1 of Wednesday Thoughts Down at the Cabin. So today I wanted to talk about life, really, in a way. What I wanted to talk about was people living in the fast lane and people like myself taking it easy in life and noticing things. And well, it was back in the old days when I was making a lot of money with different businesses and that. I used to live life not necessarily in the fast lane, but I had we used to go out for meals, me and my wife, every night, and we used to have a good time and used to go places, go on holidays and that with the family and things like that. Things were great. And then, like I've told you before, I had a heart attack. And I always remember when I was on the ward in hospital, they said I could go in the grounds and walk around like when I'd had my heart attack. Well, not literally, straight after the heart attack, next day like. And I remember going to where the accident emergency was, and outside there was a bench. I'll never forget this. And I sat on this bench, and for the first time ever, I people watched. Sounds silly, this. And I people watched, and I heard the birds, and I saw birds flying around and insects buzzing about and people just getting on with their lives. And I noticed people were rushing across car parks to get to appointments. There were outside people smoking and chattering away and everything like that. And first time ever I actually sat and saw that. I'd never noticed out like that before. And then after a couple of days when I came home, it's like now in the background you could hear the birds. Can you hear them? Well, I never noticed the birds when I first moved here. I know it sounds silly. Well, I would have done the first time I moved here. But when I first moved here, I didn't really notice it because my mind was still set on living in the fast lane, if you know what I mean. And it took quite a while before I settled down in my mind to living like a rural type of pace. Like now, I'm more like a sloth than a rural pace, like. So, but like now I potter around and I do my jobs and just looking after the dogs and like doing these building projects and everything like that. I don't have any worries, I don't have any cares, nothing bothers me now, And if it hadn't been for that heart attack, I wouldn't have that. I really, really wouldn't have that. And for those people now that's on the way to work and they're watching maybe on the train or the bus or in a taxi, then watch this and look out the window now. Right? I urge you to look out your window and see how fast everybody's rushing around. That's heart attack tackle, that. That is heart attack tackle. Now, I'm not telling you, I've said this before, to pack in your jobs and get a rural life. But all I'm saying is take stock. Take stock of your life. See what's happening around you and say, is this what I want? And even more so, is this what I want for my children when they grow up? Do I want them to be in a world that's like this? You're in a lot of people live in a concrete world. I've said this before, the last time I went to a big town or city was when my sister got married. I came on the coach from Scotland down to England and I went to Preston bus station. I'll never forget it. Oh, it was unbelievable. Honestly, it was unbelievable. It was a concrete city and it were rough as houses and the place were damp. You could smell the damp everywhere. And there were rubbish all over the streets and everything, and I couldn't believe it. I really, really couldn't believe it. And I was talking to my dad the other day, and I was saying to him, do you know something, Dad? I can't tell you the last time I saw rubbish on the streets. I can't tell you the last time I saw rubbish. Seriously, obviously I've got my own rubbish that I naturally produce at this place, like everybody does, like your wrappers and things like that. But they all go in the bin or I burn it. But you never see litter anywhere. You see none in Stranraer, nowhere. None of the villages around or anything. And when I went to Bolton, that was bad concrete city. So, but I would never, ever, ever live in somewhere like that again. I'll cut my leg off first. Watch me having to live there one day. But you know what I mean though, don't you? So, but what I say to you is, just look through the window of your bus, your coach, your train, whatever, taxi, whatever, and just look at your concrete city, all the cars maybe at the side of you, all pipping their horns, doing roadworks in the road, and all the chemical fumes coming out the cars. You know, this air's pure here. I'm so lucky. I must admit, since I've had my heart attack and I've took life easier, my health is a bit better than what it were. I know I've got a lot of health complaints, but I think 100% I'd have been dead by now. There's a way for buts about it. I'd have been dead. So what I say to you is, take stock, look at your life, and just take things easier. Slow down and think, do I want my kids to live a life like I've got in the concrete city? So this is the end of what I'm going to say, and this is the end of the series 1. I'll be doing series 2 in a few months' time, so I hope you'll call back and you'll watch again on the channel. If you want to see the others in the series, just click on the links and you'll see them all 1 to 10, including this one. And I'll see you again next time.
Down at the cabin.
Like my mug. Coffee, proper coffee, cabin coffee. Look at that. Cabin, and then excuse the authentic milk stain. Look at that. That's authentic coffee milk stain. That you can't get better than that. You pay extra for that, you know. Life is better down at the cabin. Now, how fitting is that to finish on, actually? Right, I'll leave you in peace. Stay safe. Stay well. Dinky-doo.